back with comedian Dave Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So that laugh then, that was not a laugh of joy. That was a laugh of absolute fucking despair. So today I went down for that interview for the job that I pretty much just threw my resume into, the working in the tunnels job. So I went down there not really knowing what to expect, not really bothered one way or the other, whether I got it or not, the job. So I went in and the dude who was interviewing me was great. It was a good interview. As soon as I walked in and started speaking to this dude, I knew I had the job. And as soon as I knew I had the job, a sinking feeling right from the pit of my stomach began to set in. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to fucking work. And so we go through the interview and it's like, if I was a worker, it's perfect. If I was someone who was like looking for work to like buy a house or I don't know, why do people work again? I can't even remember. That's what I was thinking when I was sitting there speaking to him. Like, why do people work? Why do people do this again? And it's not just the work, it's the terms of the work. So I'm speaking to the guy and he's like, yeah, it's a great company. And it does sound like a great company. He's like, we've got work for fucking the next 8 years. He's like, there's progression. You can work your way up. The money's great. We're on EBA rates, which is union rates. And they're like, you'll start off on good money. There's plenty of work. There's fucking plenty of work, mate. And he's saying that to me like I'm a normal employee, like someone who's just out there to fucking bust his ass and earn some cash. Which I actually, at this point in time, I actually am. So he's like, if you're just keen to work, we've got fucking hours. Our days are, this is the hours. These are the hours. 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. every day. Well, 5 days a week and then Sunday. Sunday's half day, so like 3 o'clock or something. So I'm looking at like a 60-hour week. And I know people in America are like, yeah, 60 hours, that's normal, isn't it? Not for Le Boyle. Le Boyle is normally more a fucking 22 hours a week. Try and get it down to 18 if you can. 60 hours a week. Just gone, just taken out of my life. And then he told me the wages, and the wages are good. The wages are real good, really. Especially with overtime. So it'll be like 20 hours of overtime a week. And the money's already good. It's EBA rates. And when he's telling me, I'm just like, I can't even fucking turn this job down. I'm going to have to fucking do it. This is like exactly what I needed that I fucking just do not want to do. I don't know how I'm going to do those hours. It's going to stretch me to my absolute fucking limit. It's going to stretch my wife. The first thing I started thinking was, fuck, I'm not going to be able to take my kid to soccer. I'm not going to be able to do jiu-jitsu. Comedy is going to be a fucking absolute nightmare. I'm not going to be able to take my kid to jiu-jitsu. Like a lot of shit. Not going to be able to take my kids to school. I'm out of the house. I'm up and out of the house at 5:30. That's a lot. I'm not a young fucking buck anymore. It's going to take some serious fucking juggling. So after about 20 minutes of the interview, he's like, yeah, you've got the job. We want you on board. We want you part of the crew. When are you keen to start? I'm just like, whenever. I'll start whenever, as soon as possible, really. He's like, we can get you up and running on Monday if we get everything sort of fucking going today. I was like, yep, I'm keen, and just like, I could barely breathe. I was like, all right, just fucking, just get through it, all right? Just breathe and get through it. And then I spoke to the recruitment lady, and she's like, they're actually going to start you on a pay level 6, and that's high, one higher. They were going to start me on 7, but they said 6, which is a little bit more money. And apparently there's a new negotiation going on with the unions, and there's going to be more money. So this is the golden handcuffs. This is it. This is the fucking golden handcuffs. You don't even want to do it, but you can't say no to the money. But I'm actually in a position where I just have to fucking do it. I don't really want to talk about the financial situation, but I will. I talk about everything else, so I might as well. So the reason the reason I need to take this fucking job is because I've just like leveraged myself and my wife, obviously my wife. So just a quick rundown. There's a $20,000 credit card that I originally bought Bitcoin with that at the moment we're paying 0% interest on, and we've been paying it for quite a while, but we've been spending on it as well. So that hasn't really come down at all in the last 18 months. And we just did a credit transfer, but they only accepted like half the credit card. So that half of the credit card, it wasn't even half, it was $8,000. So that $8,000 is at 0% interest, but the other, it's not quite 20,000, it's like 18,000. So the other 10 or 11 or whatever the fuck it is, after June, starts kicking into 22%, which I can't do. So I need to clear that right the fuck out. So there's 20,000 there. 20. I mean, I could sell my Bitcoin and everything would be all right, but I'm never selling my Bitcoin. The whole reason I did this was to buy Bitcoin. So 20K there, and then there's another credit card that is 6,000, is it? Yeah, 6,000. I don't even know how the fuck that happened. That was mainly the fucking trip I just went on, the overseas trip. So that is fucking hurting as well. And the juice on that is 27%. So these things just need to be cleared, because it was all sweet until the fucking juice started kicking in. If I don't get rid of these and clear these the fuck out before the juice gets out of control, then there's going to be big fucking trouble. And there's another credit card, which is we're just paying off. It's 0% interest. I think that's like, there's $2,500 on that, but that's fine. That is 0% for the next however long. And then, but wait, there's still more. I borrowed $10,000 off a friend about a month ago to put into some stuff. All right. You got to get some money and put it into stuff. Okay. And so we're paying him back at $1,000 a month. And to be honest with you, it's just got out of control. It's like right down to the wire every single month. We're paying like, how much are we paying? $2,500 a month just in these repayments to every cunt and every credit card. And it's just not going to work unless I can clear some of this fucking bullshit out. It's just not going to. So I just have to fucking take this job and just work my ass off for fucking like a few months, get this under control. The money on this job's pretty good though, so I still don't even want to do it. Honestly, I would just prefer to go bankrupt, because I would 100% go bankrupt before I ever sell any of that fucking Bitcoin. Oh my God, it's all fucking happening. And I tell you what, like, I hopped in my car after the interview and I sat in the driver's seat, and the feeling of just absolute fucking despair, sinking feeling of just despair. I just couldn't describe it any other way. I was like, fucking, my time's just gonna evaporate. I'm fucked. but there's nothing I can do about it. Like, we're planning on getting out of Australia this year, and if we have all these debts, we're fucked. We can't move to another country and be paying $2,500 a month in fucking credit cards and loans and shit like that. It's just not possible. So here we are. And I don't even know why I'm telling everyone this. I suppose it's because like I feel like maybe people are going to feel a little bit let down because I don't know. I think I promised oh God. I think I said I'm never going to work again. And like I wouldn't, but I fucking believe in the Bitcoin thing so much that I was just willing to leverage the fuck up because I had no money. We had no fucking money. So there was no choice. So to really dive into it, I needed to get the money. And it's worked out. It's just when you borrow money, you have to pay it back, which is a fucking nightmare. And that's where it is. So really, I'm just going to be working until I pay off this fucking debt, which hopefully isn't going to take much longer than like 4 or 5 months. Hopefully. There's still a chance I fucking don't get this job, by the way, because they've still got to do a police check. And I don't know what fucking weird and wonderful shit's going to pop up on that. Because I know last time I did a police check, I got like about 3 pages worth of shit back. But it's been a while since my last significant problem. Like the last thing that would show up on a police report, unless that mushroom thing pops up, I think the last thing would be when I assaulted that police officer. Which might be a shock to a potential employer. This guy sounds like he'll listen to orders. For sure. This guy doesn't have a problem with authority at all. And the other problem is they want 2 references. And I don't have I don't have 2 references. The last time I worked was 4.5 years ago. That's wild. I don't think anyone at either job is going to even fucking remember me. Anyway, I'm going to have to fucking hustle something in the morning, that's for sure. So, I don't know. I sort of feel like I've let people down, but fucking it is what it is. I got to go back to work for a little while. No one is more depressed about that than me, I can assure you. Maybe my wife. She's telling me not to do it, but I just have to fucking do it. Backed into a corner. And that's what you got to do. You just got to fucking punch your way out. So fucking let's just do it. Let's get it over and done with. And let's get back to the good life. This is going to be hell. This is going to be fucking hell. And you're going to hear every fucking last detail of it. So fucking strap in. And if anyone's got a spare 40K they just want to give me for no particular reason, head to my website. Join the Patreon, but fucking just donate. There's a donate button there. Just drop 40K in there. Anyway, fucking that'll do for today, and I'll see ya the fuck later.